Hello and welcome back to Knack Kitchen, where today we are making an eggless whole wheat banana bread. This recipe is absolutely delicious and practically comes together in no time. For any details on the ingredients and possible substitutions, please do refer to the description box below. And with that being said, let's get on with this video. So the first thing we're going to do is deal with our bananas. Here I have some ripe bananas, which you can see are soft enough that when I press on them, they leave an indentation. On the other hand, I also have some fresh bananas, and for a banana bread what you normally require are ripe to overripe bananas. So to get overripe bananas, I bake the bananas in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius. They're going to turn black, but they'll be completely squishy on the inside. Kind of gross to eat, but they're perfect for a banana bread. Now the bananas are quite hot, so we'll set them aside to cool and move on to the dry ingredients. So I'm going to start by pouring some whole wheat flour or atta. To that I'll add some baking powder and some baking soda. And then I go in with some nutmeg and cinnamon, and I also like to add a little bit of cardamom. So now we're just going to go ahead and sift all the dry ingredients. So by this time our bananas would have cooled down and would be easy to peel. So now we can move on to the wet ingredients, and I like to pulse them in a mixer grinder. So I start by adding the bananas, and to that I add some brown sugar. You can use regular white sugar. And then I go in with some coconut oil, and again, if you prefer, you can go with some neutral flavored oil. And finally I add some honey. So once all the ingredients are in, we'll pulse these until we are left with a thick puree which looks like this. Now I'll also like to mention that using a mixer grinder is optional. You can mash your bananas with a fork and then add the remaining ingredients. In that case, you'll just directly do that in a bowl and then add your vanilla extract and mix that through as well. So now we're ready to prepare our batter. Here I'm adding half of the dry ingredients first, and with that I'll also add half of the milk, and then I will just fold this in with a spatula. Folding is a very important technique for any baker, and when you're folding your ingredients, you start from the bottom and you scrape all the way to the top, and you keep repeating this until all of the flour is incorporated. So when there's no more dry flour remaining, we can go ahead and add the remaining dry ingredients and the remaining milk. A quick note, in case you mashed your bananas manually and not with a mixer grinder, you might need an additional amount of milk to get the right consistency for your batter. So you can see over here that the batter is thick, but it is still flowy, so that's the consistency that we are aiming for. So now we're going to go ahead and add our chopped walnuts. In case you do not like walnuts, then you can completely skip that. You may also substitute your walnuts for any other dry fruits that you may like. So now we're going to go ahead and transfer our batter into the loaf pan. I'm using an 8 by 4 inch pan, but the batter would even suffice for a 9 by 5 inch pan. That being said, it appears that the batter is only filling half of the pan, and that's because I reserved some of the batter and used it in a pressure cooker. And I can gladly say that this recipe works perfectly in a pressure cooker as well. For more instructions on that, you may refer to the description box below. Make sure that you get out all of the batter and coax it towards the edges using a spatula or a spoon. One final step before we bake our banana bread, which is optional, is adding a fresh banana as a decoration. So here I am slicing a banana lengthwise to add to the top. the absolute final step, I promise this is the last thing you do, is adding a little bit of honey or sugar to your bananas, which will make it caramelize beautifully as it cooks in the oven. And now our banana bread is finally ready to go into a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius for about 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. Now if your oven is like mine and your banana bread is browning too quickly, then you can put a piece of foil so that it does not turn black by the end of it. And here we have our final banana bread, which is ready, but it needs to cool down first before we can slice it. Now I'd left an overhanging piece of the butter paper so that it's easier to remove the banana bread from the tin. Now we're going to let this sit and cool on a wire rack. Okay, so full disclosure, I decided to make another banana bread because I felt that this one did not do justice to the entire height. So here you're going to see me slice the new banana bread, and that's hot because I was impatient. So don't exactly be like me, wait for it to cool down and then you can enjoy the most amazing spiced banana bread. So here you have it, a wonderfully easy and delicious banana bread which is eggless and whole wheat, but you'll never be able to tell the difference. If you like this recipe, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any new videos. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.